I only call myself a fictional plant exactly to embrace those ideas. You can grow in ways that are non-plant like, you goober. That's not growing! You're you're growing downwards into leveling out and creating a forest of your own. Why? What were you thinking? Damn it! Come on, gimme, gimme. Shit. I'm not gonna simmer in it. I'm gonna gently push the pot aside and get back to the previous conversation. So if you don't say it now, it'll. Aww, that is very sweet. Sometimes in order, it's like a mountain getting strip mined down to the forest layer, redistributed all around for people that are looking for gems, not realizing they're unintentionally creating the foundations of a new forest around it. Okay, so that's okay. Fine, you have your own idea, hon. I'm proud of you. Mm. But no, what you were originally wanting to talk about was the trade up challenge. Mm-hmm. Oof. Oh, that's isolationist thinking. That's taking an example and reference point and drilling so heavily down into it, you're consumed by it instead of applying it where it fits. It's trying to rewrite reality. Not not where you were at all, I take it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember you talking to me about that. Oh, well, yeah. You'd be running up against your own inherent toxic shame in trying to do it, and then appreciate your efforts because of that ideology. Well, that I honestly feel like that ideology is a misplaced boundary. Like, what keeps someone else in check shouldn't always be what keeps you in check. Because what works for you and what works for someone else are two different things. Yeah, yeah. Because you originally found the source of the snow globe and everything before it at that one paper clip. And so you don't your brain isn't able to comprehend. Your brain is putting your effort that it took to trade for other things and discounting it, pushing it off to the side. Because here's the thing, and I said this earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. If you traded something with someone else because they wanted it and they were willing to bargain or trade for what you had, that's fair and reasonable. That's it, making choices as you need to and helping other people in dynamic and not in unconventional ways. But if you're trying to force, pressure, or trick someone into thinking they need something that you have when they really don't, that's where it crosses the moral line. And I see a lot of that in the world today. Because you don't want to cross that line. Yeah, that is honestly a reasonable fear. I'm gonna be real. The reason why you'd want it, that's the reason why you want to make sure you're not tricking or convincing someone into giving you something, but doing an authentic and actual trade. And that's probably one of the biggest parts of the challenge that either gets overlooked or dismissed. Because when you factor that in and take that into account, it takes a lot of time and effort on your part to go searching for people and meet up and talk and communicate with those who would be willing to trade one thing for another. You kind of have to either luck out or put in enough effort to find those moments where you would luck out. The surface of the trade out challenge sounds like a wonderful fantasy, full of fiction, and for people who don't care about crossing boundary lines, it probably is. But for people like you and me who would want to keep to their morals while doing it, it's an actual challenge, and you can't dismiss your own effort as part of the process. Does that make sense?
They picked off the ground, so you consider that free, to a new one, to a slightly bigger one, and
And I just
then
realized something very, very
to a
silly.
carabiner.
I done goofed.
Oh,
I had forgotten to check that the channel that would record you speaking was unmuted.
oh well.
That's nonsense. Keep going with the thing you found, EV and all that.
Yeah, so it went from a BB to a carabiner to a bracelet to a CO2, three CO2 cartridges, trading to a airsoft grenade, trading to two smokes, to from a water bottle to a piece of cardboard.
What?
to a can of Sprite, to a bottle of BBs, to a mag, to gas, to another bottle of BDs.
It goes all over the place. It's not just linear. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and there was one where literally like trading airsoft gear. Let's see. Yeah, it was basically like just guys like, hey, would you want to trade this? And it's like started from something random and ended up into a $500 airsoft gun,
Woo!
which then was given to a random person who was needing one.
Aww.
So I'm like, but that's so hard because
I
my
mean,
paranoia
yeah, paranoia is
is
really the kicker.
my paranoia is severely strong due to the way I grew up.
Not only that, but your social anxiety might get in the way too. Because
I
this
have had
is a game that requires social skills.
give me weed and a cup of coffee, and you'll see me being an extrovert for 3 hours before I go to home and just jazz
And then
out,
you pass out on top of me.
which I would enjoy.
Of course you would. You'd love the snuggles, you adorable little bitch. Mwah.
Mm.
Hugs and cuddles. So you're saying this all started from someone mentioning the trade up challenge and that?
Yeah, but it's also my massive paranoia, and I've had to bite my tongue recently, and I mean very recently,
Oh?
from my own over generosity, because that's you probably notice how generous I am.
You genuinely do help others, even though it may not always benefit you. Yeah.
I went to a place that I really like eating because I finally had money to go get it. All I wanted was a hot dog. This place, I'm a somewhat of a regular there. This place knows me because they know I love eating their food. I give them glowing reviews all the time. The owner, do you like onion rings? Yeah. Drops a whole thing of fresh onion rings into the bag. Had to bite my tongue to say, are you sure you want to give this to me?
Because you're focused on accuracy and equality.
And also, I'm very much overly polite.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I had to bite my tongue to not say that. So he, like, I gotta bite my tongue, not say anything, because then paranoia kicked in and said, "What if he did say something and they took it back?"
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Well, no, I think that's it. It was either convenient for him to do so, or he felt like treating you because he was in a good mood and you actually have helped his business, even if it was indirectly. Blah, 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 blah.
But that's where my brain is like trying to fight paranoia.
Paranoia, paranoia. Paranoia,
Eh,
let me go.
I wish, but it has a chokehold on me.
It's a chokehold on this country. Ugh.
I mean, I grew up with it, so I'm so used to it at this point.
Yeah, same here.
And that's where I want to do the trade up because I'm like, maybe I could get a radio for $5. Also, first something memes I want you to read because I need some kind of ADD break to take it from a YouTuber.
Wait, what?
Look at the memes channel.
Alright, I'll look at the memes channel.
ADD break. Hmm.
Oh, I've got to type that out, damn it.
Do me tell you? Because if you type it out, then people are gonna get the joke. I don't want them getting the
I've
joke
got a
immediately.
license, but I don't have avocado.
I got a license, but don't have a cardo. I don't have a
Ah.
cardo.
Yeah, no, I got it. I just didn't pronounce it to lean into the jokes like you did.
Avocado. I want to do it, but it's like I don't know what I would do. And that's
Ah.
if people are wanting to do it.
Okay, so it's your insecurity, your paranoia,
And
and
also, I don't want to feel because there's that remnant again of I want to don't want also people just to do it to give me free stuff.
yeah, no, you're not wanting. There's the fear of, okay, what if someone wants something back at some point?
Mm.
Or, okay, but what if I convince someone and they change their mind later? You're not wanting to run that risk because it scares you.
Yep.
And that's the reason why I would suggest if you're going to do this challenge, you hold on to whatever you trade for a month and then you trade it for something else.
Well,
It would be
the idea
slow.
would be to do it in the time of the market I'm going to.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then if it's only on the scale of that market, then I honestly think you'd be okay, hon. You're not exactly trading a potato for a rocket ship.
Well, I'd want to. I don't want to be greedy either.
You're talking to your greedy girlfriend. She's going to encourage you.
Well, I want to be greedy and trade it up for a radio that I really would want, but there's no hope of it being there.
Yeah, no. So you're wanting to hit a point where you can go for it, but you're not hinging your hopes on actually succeeding, so that way you can just enjoy the process.
Hmm.
Okay. Mm.
And I want to enjoy it, but there's so much. It's like that image of I want to sing, and it's just like the person staring back, and it's like the look back, and then it's like anxiety, fear, paranoia, shame, toxic shame.
Give
It's
me
just like
that
all that.
meme. Give
I
me that
don't know
meme.
where. I don't know the format though. All I know is of it.
If you ever find it again, please send it my way. I would love to archive it.
Let's see if I can just view all memes. Let's see if I can find it. Just via searching. Hold on. View all templates. Ow, this one hurts. Ow.
Oh.
I'm referring to memes because this is the exact meme it is.
Oh, jeez. Me, I found new. Oh, that meme.
Yeah.
The giant
This
yellow
is,
ball you're happy to receive, and then whatever the fuck is holding you back, pink, and
and
kind
this
of
is
just pulling you away from it. A fun new hobby. Your crippling perfectionism.
that's why I said ouch.
It's always painful getting called out, but sometimes it can be good.
Yeah, here's the blank version of it.
Oh, that is. Did you know I used to? I'm still working through like my struggling past my own perfectionism. I'm gonna be real. So I am embracing absurdism. Like, okay, I'm setting a goal. It is a unrealistic and unattainable goal. So I should not beat myself up for falling short of it. However, that means I can have the freedom and fun to just reach for it as desperately and is with as much effort as I can try and put into it with my current understandings. and then appreciate the end result because I knew I was going to fall short anyways. I phrase that horribly, but the idea is just, okay, let's set a goal. It's not the end point. It's an end point, but it's not the expected end point. The expected end point is an unknown. And the variable that will get us to that expected endpoint is determined by our current effort and our own value. So the value we put in will be the value we get out of it, instead of trying to put an inadequate value in to get a unreasonable result out.
I'm sending this now.
Why are you sending it to me now? No. Wanting to do the trade up challenge. Paranoia, anxiety, toxic shame, guilt, fear. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, that does fit your situation accurately. Oh!
You know why? I made that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why it fits so much, because that is basically what I'm dealing with.
Well, do you want to know something?
I don't know what is something.
There's a lot of somethings. Pick one.
Hey! Ugh. I had to sneeze. What?
Blah, blah. So, are you wanting to know what I was gonna say?
Yeah.
I still believe in you, you silly bitch. I may have had to drag you over to talking to that YouTuber that you recognize just to start up the conversation for you, but the reality is, I was just the catalyst. You did the rest by yourself. You can do the rest of this by yourself, too. You just need a little kick forward. Snuggles, snuggle. Brain not compute.
Brain dead.
Damn. Come cuddle.
Flops on top of you. Yeah.
I said come cuddle, not come squish.
But you're so squishable.
I'm as squishable as a bag of bones.
And?
Oh my fucking yeesh. Fucking love you, you silly bitch.
Yep. Well, you said you didn't specify what method of cuddles, so I chose.
And I will continue giving you the option to choose in the hopes you won't continuously just flop on top of me and squish me until I die. It's either that or break a rib. Jeez.
I posted another funny meme.
Ooh, delicious. My ex-husband fed my vegan daughter McDonald's chicken nuggets behind my back. Now she keeps demanding meat.
Meat.
Plucking hell. And it's just
Meat,
like,
meat.
the child deserves meat. The child deserves to eat a healthy set of food, and not just your idealized ideology that you think is perfect. They deserve to find their own decisions and their own conclusions, even if some of them are fucking stupid. Because at least that way they'll be there for themselves, even in the worst of things.
I'm gonna take that meme I made and throw into the server.
Sounds like a good idea. Hmm.
Mm.
I can feel tears telling me, stare in the darkness. Are you scared? Will you drown? Stare in the
Mm.
darkness.
Come feed the
Follow
sick
me down.
girl.
Follow me down. Mm. Comfy Lillian. Follow me down.
And driven by a
Alright, I'm gonna need to end the recording. Okay, but any last words, you silly bitch?
Hmm. Did you know that cashew comes from a fruit?